Ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Greg Young, and I'm coming to you live one more time from Davenport, Florida, with my morning live wake ups this morning. And this morning, I'm going to talk about the fears in life that we face. You a lot of times in life, we have a lot of fears that we face, and a lot of times, they could be to the point to where sometimes they're hard, for you to overcome. And the first fear in life that we face that I'm going to talk about is change. A lot of people fears change because a lot of people get comfortable with the way they're living, their lifestyle, the money they're making, the things that they're doing in life, and they're comfortable with those things. And then when it comes time for them to create change in their life, they have fear of changing in their life because they feel like they won't be able to get to the next level in life because, they don't believe in themselves, because they've been so comfortable with what they've been doing all their life. So now they have a fear of change, and how this comes about is when you get comfortable. And that's the reason why, I always say you should never just settle for something in life and get comfortable. You should always believe in yourself that you can always create more in your life, that you can always live a better lifestyle than what you're living, that you can always do better than what you're doing. And when you adapt those type of mindsets, now when it comes time for change to happen in your life, you don't have fear. You don't have fear that you're not going to be able to do whatever it is that you're trying to change or translate into doing. You don't have fear that if you go out there and create change and decide to create a second stream of income on top of what you're previously doing, you don't have fear of that change, that you're not going to be successful because you never did settle for where you was in life. You never did settle, so therefore you're ready for a change. But 99.9% of the people in life, only 5% of the people in life are pretty much ready for a change. The other 95% of the people in life don't like change because they get comfortable. And when you get comfortable with a particular thing and it becomes a time for you to change, you don't want to illustrate that change because you're comfortable. And then you have all these feelings inside your head that you don't believe that you can be successful within illustrating that change because you have become comfortable with your lifestyle and where it is and the way that it is today. So now, you don't want to change. You be like, hey, why should I change? I'm good from the way I am. But see, what everybody has to realize, in some point in time in your life, there comes a time to when it is time for you to create change in your life. You should never want to be in the same position in your life for the rest of your life. You should always want to create change in your life and create growth in your life, and you shouldn't have a fear of being able to create change in your life because you should realize that change is something that is normal. It happens in people's life. You have to create changes in your life in order to create a better lifestyle for you and your family. So you should never have fear of change, when you don't get to the point in life to where you settle. See, when you settle in life, then now you have fear of changing in life because you don't believe that you can be successful in whatever you're trying to do. But I'm here to tell you this morning in my morning life wake ups, always be willing and ready to create change in your life because change is what gets you from point A to point B. Change is what escalates your life to a different lifestyle and a level of living or whatever it is that you want out of it. But if you're one of those people that have fear of changing, then you're not gonna get to the point in life to where you want to be because you have a fear of changing and you've gotten comfortable with where you are in life. So now you can never create change in your life. But you must always never get too comfortable, never get too satisfied with life to where you can't create change in your life. When an opportunity comes along in your life that could create change in your life, then you could see it for the better and for the good that's in it, that's gonna help you, if you're able to to not have fear within creating change in your life. But if you have fear within creating change in your life, then you're not going to see it for what the good that it really has in store for you and the good that it really could do for you. You're not going to see those things because, you're not ready for change. You're satisfied with where you are, and you should never get comfortable. You should never get satisfied with where you are. You should always trust and believe that you can always escalate yourself higher than where you are today. And that's why I say you have to always be, in a position to where you're always ready for change, to create change in your life. And then if you're ready for change, you can create change in your life, but you cannot create change in your life if you're not ready to create change in your life. And you cannot create change in your life if you have fear of being able to escalate yourself or evolve yourself to the next level in your life. So that's what you must realize, never have fear of changing, because change can always be good if you make the right changes in your life. And it can escalate you to a better way of living and a better lifestyle of living, and it can give you a better mindset of a contemplative mindset way of thinking, and allow you to be able to use your subconscious mind way of thinking a lot more than what you normally are right now. And then, the next one I'm going to talk about, a lot of people have fear of loneliness. A lot of people will deal with someone in their life knowing that they're no good for them, knowing that they're not going to get nowhere in life with being with this person, but they will stay with this person because they don't want to be lonely. They will stay with this person and be miserable living with this person just so they're not lonely. But what you have to realize is that sometimes in life, nothing is worth you giving up your pride and your dignity and your respect and your integrity for yourself just to be with somebody because you have a fear of being lonely and being by yourself. You have to realize when you're doing things or being with somebody just because you don't feel like just because you don't want to be lonely, you have to realize you are selling yourself short, and you're making yourself miss out on the things in life that you deserve because you're settling, because you don't want to be lonely, and then you feel like you can't handle the feeling of being lonely. You have a fear of being lonely because you've been used to being around people all the time, all of your life. But here's the thing. It's always best to be lonely and be happy than to be with somebody and be miserable just to keep from being lonely. I'll say that again. It's always, good morning, Liesl. Thanks for stopping by. It's always best, God bless you and your family. It's always best for you to be lonely and be happy than to be miserable with somebody else just to keep from being lonely. And what I'm saying by that, when you allow yourself to stay with somebody and you know that person is no good for you just because you have a fear of being lonely, then you're selling yourself short out of life. You're cutting your benefits that you deserve in life out because you're settling to be with somebody that you know that's not good enough for you. You know that you deserve more in life, but you're afraid of being lonely for that point in time to wait on somebody else to come into your life. But this is what I'm saying to you right now. Good morning, Takara. Thanks for stopping by. This is what I'm saying for you this morning. You have to be in a position to where when you are lonely, you have to know that sometimes being lonely by yourself is the best way to be, because a lot of times when you're lonely by yourself, that gives you the peace of mind that you're looking for. Good morning, daughter. You doing good this morning? Good to see you. And like I said, that gives you the peace that you're looking for. You have to know that loneliness is something that everybody has to deal with in life at some point in time, and you should never be afraid to be lonely. Because the thing is, I'd rather be lonely by myself and be happy than to be miserable with someone else just to keep from being lonely. And that's what we need to realize, because a lot of people in life, they sell their self short of a lot of things in life, and they miss out on a lot of things in life. And I just want you to know this morning in my morning life wake-ups is it's okay to be lonely. Sometimes it's okay to be lonely. So don't Don't have a fear of being lonely, because a lot of times when you're lonely, you have a chance to really think about what's going on in your life. It gives you that peace of mind that you need, because a lot of times when you're with someone and you have a fear of being lonely and you stay with that person and you allow that person to treat you any kind of way just because you don't feel like being lonely, just remember, you're selling yourself short out of what you deserve in life. You deserve to live the life that God has put you on this earth to live. You don't deserve to live a life with someone just to keep from being lonely and be miserable. That doesn't make no sense. I'd rather live a life, be lonely and be happy and be able to collect my thoughts and get myself together. And then once I get myself together, then I know that God will lead somebody to me that is for me, than for me to stay with somebody that treats me wrong, that I'm miserable, but I don't want to be lonely. So that's what you have to realize. Sometimes it's okay to be lonely just to get that peace of mind that you need, just to collect your thoughts, just to work on you. Because sometimes when you're lonely, that gives you a time to work on you. Because now you can think about all the things that you need to do in order to get yourself to the level in life to where you want to be, and you have to know that a lot of times when you're lonely, you're able to see those things because you can see clearly, but when you're in a relationship and you're dealing with somebody that's not good with you, good for you, treating you right, doing you right, now you're being treated wrong and your mind is not focused on you. It's focused on you doing whatever you can to make this person happy, but you know that it's not working because of the simple fact that they're not treating you right. Get away from it. Step away from it. Be lonely for a moment because, like I said, it's only going to be for a season. And once you get yourself together, God is going to send you the right man or the right woman to you, and you're going to be able to live the life that you want to. But a lot of times in life, you have to give up something. You have to sacrifice a lot in order to get to where you want to be in life. See, me, myself, personally, growing up, I had to sacrifice a whole lot. I had to be lonely a whole lot of times in my life just to get my life together. But if I look back over it right now, I enjoyed every minute of it because it was a learning experience for me that taught me, that growed me to be able to get to the next level in life. So that's where you have to realize sometimes it's good to be lonely. And then the next topic that I'm going to talk about is rejection. A lot of people have a fear of being rejected. A lot of people put their all in all into something. They'll work hard. They'll do this. Say, for instance, I'm going to give you an example. Say, for instance, you do all the necessary things that you need to do to get a job, and you go to the interview, and they talk to you, and you just know you're going to get this job. And then say one thing happens, to where you don't get this job. Now you feel bad because you was rejected. But what you have to realize, every time that you are rejected from something, you just got to know the next blessing is on the way. Don't give up. Don't let rejection let you have a sense of fear to where you don't want to keep moving on strong in your life. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to keep moving on strong in your life. Once rejection comes in your life, let rejection be a learning lesson to you, and don't let rejection get the best of you. But I see a lot of people, they get rejected in certain things and they give up. They be like, oh no, I'm not going to try again. I'm not going to try to get a job like this no more. I've tried so many times. Nobody will hire me. If that's the way you feel, and if that's the way you think inside of your cognitive way of thinking in your mind, then that's what's going to happen. But if you have a different thinking pattern process in your mind than that, then now you will be able to get what you deserve. But if you allow rejection to set a sense of fear inside of your heart to where you don't want to keep moving on strong and doing what you need to do, then you're not going to get to where you want to, because you just got to look at rejection as a lesson that's setting you up for a blessing. That's the way you look at rejection. Rejection is just my lesson that is setting me up for my blessing. And that's the way you look at it. If you look at rejection in that type of way, then now, you're able to know that what you were doing is worth, what you had to do. And now you know that you're able to get to the point in life to where you need to be, because you did not allow that rejection to define who you are. And that's what we must not do. In life, we need to realize that rejection is going to happen in our life, and there's things that's going to happen that we're going to be rejected from. But what we just have to realize, that rejection is just a lesson that is setting us up for the blessing that is in store for us. But if we can never realize that rejection is just a lesson that is setting us up for the blessing, then we'll never get the blessing that's in store for us, because we will allow rejection to set a sense of fear in us. And now we won't keep on moving on strong to where we need to go to get to where we need to be in that next level in our lives. And that's what we need to realize. In life is never fair. Life always is going to throw you curveballs. Life is always going to throw you ups and downs. Life is always going to throw you rejection. But you cannot let what life throws you define who you are. You have to be able to keep moving on strong and be steadfast and be unmovable and do what you need to do in order to get it, the blessing that is in store for you. Like I said, you just got to look at rejection is a lesson that is setting you up for the blessing. And if you look at it that way, now you realize that rejection is not so bad, because of the simple fact that you have been set up in a place to where you believe in yourself, and you know that rejection didn't define who you are. Never let your setbacks define your comeback. I'll say that again. Never let your setbacks define your comeback. No matter what you're going through, no matter what your fears are in life, you got to find a way to overcome them. You got to find a way to overconquer, because you hold the key to your own success or failure. If you allow rejection to stop you from moving on to the next level in life, in your future, and getting what you want out of life, then you're never going to get to that point in life to where you're going to be successful. I look back over my life and the things that went on in my life, and I was rejected a bunch of times. And I was told that I wasn't going to be nothing, and I was told that I would never make a difference in the world. But did I let that define me? No, I didn't. I kept on moving strong. I kept on doing the things that I needed to do to get to where I needed to be in life. And that's what I'm saying to you this morning is you've got to do what you need to do to get to where you need to be, but you cannot let the fear of rejection stop you. You got to be strong. You got to stand strong. You are the one that holds the key to your success or failure. But you got to learn that rejection is just a lesson that is setting you up for a blessing. And once you learn that, now you know how to deal with rejection. And the last one I'm going to talk about this morning, and I feel like this is a really, really big one that really allows people to not be, where they want to be in life, and that is being judged. See, a lot of people will allow other people's judgment of them and how they feel about them define them. But you should never do that. Like I say, you should never do that. You should never allow people's judgment of you define who you are. You should never do that. Because once you allow someone to judge you and define who you are, and you have fear of somebody judging you, it says it in the word, judge not unless you be judged. So that's basically telling you, you have no right to pass judgment upon nobody else if you don't take a look in the mirror and look at yourself. But don't let how other people judge you have fear of you not believing in yourself that you can go to the next level in life where you want to be. I'll say that again. Don't let other people's opinion or other people's judgments of you stop you from going to your next destination in life and achieving what you deserve out of life. Because here's the thing, if you allow a person to judge you and then you believe in everything that they're judging you and everything that they're saying about you, you're never going to get to where you need to be in life. And the fear of people being judged, is powerful, because a lot of people will allow another person to judge them, and then they will get to the point to where they just bog down. They give up on themselves. They let their judgment define who they are. Thank you, daughter. I appreciate that. God rest DMX soul. But you have to get to the point to where you got to not allow people's judgments to consume you or control you or define who you are. Because when you allow the way people judge you, consume you, define you, or define who you are as a character or a person, and takes your integrity, your pride, your respect, your dignity away within the way that they're judging you, and you believe that, and you allow that to take over your life, and you feed into that, and you have fear that you cannot move on forward, then you'll never get to where you want to be in life. Because I can tell you right now from experience, if I would allow the way when I was growing up and everything I went through in my life and the way people judged me and the things that people said about me stop me from doing what I'm doing today, I would have never made it right here where I am today to be able to motivate other people to do better in life. But you know what I did and what I said? I said, hey, I don't care what the world thinks about me. I don't care how people judge me. I don't care what people say about me, because you know what? They ain't taking care of me. They're not doing nothing for me. They're not helping me put no money in my bank account. They're not helping me put no clothes on my kids' back. They're not helping me put no shoes on my kids' back. They're not helping me pay for my finances. They're not helping me build my businesses. So why should I care about what they feel like about me? I shouldn't, because their opinion is their opinion. I know who I am. And as long as you know who you are, don't care about what people say or how people judge you, because you have a voice that needs to be heard. And if you don't speak up with your own voice and speak loud and let people know that you have authority over your life and you have control over your life, and you're not going to allow nobody to judge you in your life and cause you to have fear and stop you from moving on in your life, then you're not going to get what you deserve out of life. And everybody deserves happiness in life. Everybody deserves to live the lifestyle that they want to live. I can tell you this right now. If I would allow people what people were saying about me and saying that I couldn't accomplish this and I couldn't accomplish that, I would have never been retired at age 55. I would have never made it. It was a dream of mine when I was 17 years old. I had a vision that I was going to do this, and I used in visualization to create a virtual reality all down through all those years to see myself retired at age 55. And guess what? I'm 55 years old and I'm retired. And I have three successful businesses going on right now. I have a real estate business that's successful. I have a cannabis business that's successful. I have a technology business that's successful. But I didn't get all those successful businesses by allowing people to judge me. That's where I'm going. I'm not bragging about what I have. I thank God for each and everything that He has given me. I'm not bragging about it. I'm just trying to show you that you can have the same thing that I have if you don't allow people to judge you along the way and determine who you are, or determine your future, or determine what you're worth. Don't never allow nobody to determine your worth by judging you, because they don't know you. Anybody can judge you, but ask them this question: do you know me good enough to judge me? No, you don't, because you don't know me. So when the next time somebody tries to judge you and voice their opinion on you and tell you this and say that about you, this is what you ask them. say, you know what? Do you know me good enough to judge me? If you know me good enough to judge me, then I will listen to the judgment that you have upon me. But if you don't know me good enough to judge me, then your opinion doesn't matter. Your judgment doesn't matter, because I'm going to keep on moving on strong, doing what I do. I'm not going to allow other people to stop my destination as to where I want to be in life. And that's what you don't want to allow when you are judged. Thanks for stopping by, Gene. Good morning. Nice tuning in. Takara, daughter, thanks for stopping in. Liesl, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you all. All your support is so powerful to me, to let me know that I'm making a difference in the world, because that's what I want to do. I want to create change in the world and let people know that you don't have to abide by someone's judgment of you and what they think of you. You can move on strong and you can get past that. But you have to believe in yourself. If you don't have self-belief in yourself, then a person's judgment on you is going to create fear in you, because you don't believe in yourself. And now I'll say that again, because I want people to realize, like I said about what I have, and what I got going on in my life, I'm blessed though, and I got to where I am today in life by determination and willpower, and not allowing someone else to stop me from going to the next level in life, not allowing someone else's judgments of me to define who I am. I kept striving, and like I said, my life hadn't been peaches and cream. I've been through a lot in my life. I went through a period to where, I was an alcoholic. I had alcoholism, and I couldn't function without a drink. I couldn't do it. But you know what? People talked about me then. They said, oh, he ain't nothing but an alcoholic. He ain't gonna never be nothing. But you know what? I did not allow what they said about me back then define who I am today. I don't think you got that. People talked about me. As long as I was doing bad, people loved it. But as soon as I started doing good, people started hating more than they did when I was doing bad. And you know why? Everybody is in your corner when you're doing the same thing they're doing, because they can judge you the same way they are because you're doing what they're doing. But let me tell you something else. Nobody is really in your corner but a few people when you decide to change. And those are the ones that is willing to make the change with you. You have to realize in your life, everybody is not meant to be in your life. People come in your life for seasons and they go away. And that's what we have to realize. It's only a few people that's meant to be in your life forever. Like my wife, which is my significant other, I know she's going to be there forever. My kids, I know they're going to be there forever. And I love each and every one of them. And I'll do anything in the world for them. That's just how I am. But other people, like so-called friends will say, hey, man, I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad you're doing what you're doing. And that so-called friend, as soon as they leave, they'll say, you know what, Greg, boy, he think he's something. He got all this. He got all that. He doing this. He just think he did. No, I don't. I don't think I'm nothing but a child of God that God has used as a messenger to create change in the world. That's all I believe I am, because that's what I was created to do. I was created to be a servant of God, to create change. And I believe that. That's why I do what I do. That's why I do these morning life wake ups, because I want to encourage you to have a better day throughout the day when you go through these life challenges. That's why I made my series Life. Life, and now I'm talking about fear, because fear is one of the greatest things that hold people back from life in different categories. Like I said, when people judge you, you have fear because you don't believe in yourself. When somebody tells you that you cannot do this, when people tell me I cannot accomplish something, or I cannot be this, or I cannot be that, I tell them, you know what? Just watch me. You ain't got to say nothing. Just watch me. Just watch me prove it. And that's what you have to tell people. When people judge you, say, hey, you know what? That's your opinion of me. But I have a different opinion of me. and I know that I'm going to be who I want to be. I know that I'm going to be able to live this lifestyle of fun, freedom, and fulfillment, and be able to live the way that I want to live and be who I need to be and be someone that's going to impact the world in a big major way. If you believe that and you receive that, you can be that. Because like I said, the subconscious mind way of thinking is whatever you can conceive and believe, you can achieve. So why would you worry about somebody judging you? You know why you worry about somebody judging you? Because you don't believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, nobody's judgment, nobody's opinion will define who you are. I'll say that again. If you believe in yourself, nobody's judgment, nobody's opinion will define who you are. Because you control the destiny to your own life. Take control. If you don't have control over your life right now, I challenge you this morning to take back control over your life and don't allow people to judge you and define who you are. Don't do that. Keep your willpower and your determination to move on in life and be strong in life and be steadfast and be unmovable and do the things that you need to do to get to where you need to be in life. Because you have to realize you are smart enough. You are enough. You have enough talent. And you can be what you want to be. But all you got to do is believe that you are enough. And don't allow a person's judgment that they say and the things that they say and do about you defines you. Because the thing is, we all got a past. If we didn't have a past, we wouldn't have a present, and we definitely wouldn't be striving for a future. So who is great enough and good enough to judge me from my past when they haven't looked at their own past? I'll say that again. Who is great enough to judge me from my past when they haven't looked at their own past? Like I said, before you judge somebody or pass judgment upon somebody, take a look in the mirror and judge yourself accordingly. Judge yourself and ask yourself, hey, am I doing what I need to do to get to where I need to be in life, or am I worried about what other people think about me? And when you ask yourself that question, be sincere about it. And I guarantee you, if you be sincere about it, then you'll learn and you'll be able to overcome and overconquer that fear of being judged. Because all you have to do is overconquer the fear of being judged. And if you overconquer that fear of being judged, then you're not going to be judged. You know why you're not going to be judged? Because you're not going to allow yourself to be judged. If you allow yourself to be judged, you'll be judged. And I'm going to say that again. If you allow yourself to be judged, you'll be judged. And this is what I mean by saying that. If you allow the things that people is saying about you define your character, define your integrity, define your respect that you have for yourself, then you're allowing yourself to be judged. But on the other hand, if you don't care about what people think about you, if you don't care about how people judge you, and you keep on moving strong, and you go for what you want out of life, and you strive for greatness, for the greatness that's inside of you, and awaken that giant that is inside of your heart, you will be able to be whatever you want to be in life. But if you don't, then you won't make it. You won't make it. I'm just going to be honest with you. But my thing is to motivate you and give you some ideas and some knowledge and some wisdom as to how you can deal with these things in life that we face on a daily basis. Because believe it or not, every day you're being judged by somebody for something. Whether if you don't know they're judging you or not, they're judging you because they're looking at you. They might not never ever say nothing to you. And then you have those that's bold enough to come up to you and judge you and tell you, you know, what you are and what you're going to be, but don't believe it. The most important thing to you getting to where you want to be in life and becoming the man or woman that you deserve to be in life and living the lifestyle that you deserve is all here. It's within your subconscious mind way of thinking. Your cognitive mind way of thinking, your subconscious mind way of thinking, to believe and elevate your mind higher than normal. I'll say that again. The most that you get out of life, the way that you want, what you want out of life is all in here. You already have the answers. All you got to do is just use them. You was born with them. You was born with a subconscious mind way of thinking, but you allowed people's conscious mind way of thinking to judge you, and now you gave up on yourself. But I'm telling you right now, if that is you, and you allowed someone to judge you, and you gave up on yourself, I challenge you right now, take back that power and step up to the plate and stop letting other people judge you and run your life, and you take control of your own steering wheel. And you be the driver in your own car, or you fly your own plane, and you create your own destiny and your own journey and where you want to be. Because if you don't allow yourself to get there, you will never be there. I'll say that again. If you don't allow yourself to get there, you will never be there. You know how you allow yourself to get there? Stop worrying about what people say. Stop worrying about how people judge you, and do what you need to do in order to get to the next level in life where you know you deserve to be. Because if you don't, then you're going to always be held back from what you deserve out of life. And like I said, in my morning life wake-ups this morning, I just want to say to you that you hold the power to be who you want to be. But you got to stop letting people's judgments of you set a sense of fear inside your heart and stop you from moving forward just because of their opinion. Because guess what? Everybody got an opinion. Everybody. But I'm going to tell you something. If you buy someone's opinion, you buy their lifestyle. Believe that. Receive that, and that's the way it is. But if you don't allow another person's opinion to define who you are, you control your own lifestyle. So if you want somebody else to control your lifestyle, let them judge you, listen to their opinion, and live the way they want you to live, and you're going to be in the same category they in. I'm not going to take advice from somebody that's broke. I'm not going to take advice from somebody that don't know what they're talking about. I'm just not. I mean, somebody that's not moving forward in their life and is not investing in their life like I am on a daily basis, I'm not going to take their advice. I'll sit down and listen to what they have to say, and I may not say not one word while they're saying what they're saying, and at the end, I might say, yeah, you know what? I get it. And that'll be all I'll say. I get it. And I'll walk away. And not one word, if it wasn't nothing in that conversation that they said to me was good advice that's going to evolve me to the next higher level in life and going to improve my finances, I'm not going to accept one word out of it. But I'll make them believe that I heard them. You know, you don't have to be rude to people when people voice their opinion or when people judge you. Just be polite and walk away. Because the thing is, when you're polite and you walk away, you're the bigger person. But when you sit there and they're judging you and you argue with them, you just a bigger fool as they is. Because you're allowing what they're saying about you to judge you. Don't let that happen. Learn how to be the bigger person and walk away. When you're in a no-nonsense conversation, listen to it, and then when it's over, just walk away, voice your opinion, keep it moving. Because you have to realize life has its ups and downs. Life has its moments. And everybody is not going to agree with what you do. No matter what. No matter what. And I'm just going to be honest with you. And this morning, in my morning life wake-ups, I hope that you all got something out of that. You know, this has been a powerful series, a life series all this week. So if you missed some of them, go back and check my YouTube channel. And because I got some good ones. There were some good ones that I talked about. And like I said, you have to be the one to not let fear define who you are. No matter what it is that you're going through, no matter what part of fear in your life, if it's loneliness, if it's rejection, if it's being judged, if it's change, always know how to adapt to those certain things in life, and you will get to where you need to be in life. But if you can never learn how to adapt to those certain things in life, you will never get to where you need to be in life. And that's what the most important thing that people need to realize is that you are your biggest enemy. You know why? You know why you are your biggest enemy? Is because of the things that you allow people to pour into your head and you believe becomes an enemy. Keep knowledge up there. Keep knowledge strong. Use your subconscious mind way of thinking. And just know that when somebody's trying to judge you or somebody's trying to give you advice, if it's not the right type of judgment or the right type of advice, just listen and walk away and let it go. But like I said, once again, this morning, I'd like to thank each and every one of you all for stopping by my morning life wake ups this morning. And don't let change, don't let rejection, don't let being judged, don't let those things stop you from going to where you need to be in life. Because if you do, then you're never going to get there. You got to be bigger than your situation in life. That's the way you have to be. So like I said, once again, thank each and every one of you all for stopping by my morning life wake ups. And God bless you all. If you're going out to work this morning, drive safe on the highway. Once you get to work, work safe. If you're working from home, work safe. And just remember, don't allow nobody to judge you in nothing that you are trying to accomplish. Because only you hold the key to your success and being successful in accomplishing it. If you allow somebody to judge you or talk you out of it, they could have just talked you out of being a millionaire. Like I said to myself that I was going to be the first generation of millionaire in my family. And I am. I'm striving for it right now, So I'm going to keep on moving strong. And I suggest you keep on moving strong as well. And just remember, the most important thing is you. Believe in you. Bet on you. Don't let nobody else bet on you. Don't let nobody else determine who you are. Don't let nobody else judge you. Don't let nobody else control you. You be the best version of you. And if you can be the best version of you, then you can have what you want out of life. It's just that simple. But the choice is yours. So, like I said, once again, thank each and every one of you all for stopping by my morning life wake up. And I love each and every one of you all. And I just want to say, God bless you to each and every one of you all that tuned in. And I just thank you, but I have a free gift for you. And I just want you to just click the link below on my website at zensmakesense.com and, get your free gift, because I appreciate you for stopping by. I appreciate your support and all that you do. And I just want to say God bless you and God loves you. And so do I. And have a blessed day and goodbye.